large, I just get a little bit of the semolina on it. And I make sure I put it down on the side that was down in the cooler. So see how the dimply side, it's going to help stick to the board here. This rounded side is going to be the top side that I actually decorate. I start by pushing out on the edges with my fingers spread out, using only the pads of my fingers and never the fingertips. And I can spread it on the board, and it's already sticking to the board enough to where when I stretch it, it's just going to hold its spot. It's not going to immediately retract. Now I'm stretching it out more and more. Now that I've got it here, I don't mind letting it rest for a minute so that it holds its shape right there stuck to the board without, it's not retracting at all. Now I'm going to go ahead and maybe weigh out the cheese while that sits there, warms up, keeps its form. Large is 10 ounces of cheese. So I got the cheese now ready. I'll grab a screen. Set the screen down beside it here. Now I'm going to continue to press down right near the edges, because for whatever reason, that's the place that gets the thickest when you go to spread it. I also like to put a good dimple right in the dead center. That helps everything stretch from dead center out if I go to toss it. So now I'm going to keep stretching it. At this point, pick it up. Now I always put my hand down about halfway down it, right in that center point, and kind of at this, you can spread your fingers or whatever, but you got to watch your fingernails. You don't want to get it caught on your fingernails, and then you want to pull it up and lay it right over the back of your hand. And then you put your other hand under it. Toss a little bit of this off. If you want to, you can pat it back and forth to get some of that semolina off. Semolina off. It also, kind of spread your hands while you do this without hitting it too hard. You're stretching it, warming it up a little bit. Now I'm going to toss it around a little bit more right here on my hands. If this is hard for you, put it back on the board and get another big stretch on it. That's probably the best, I would say, is get it back on the board, get another big stretch, and I'm constantly looking for those shallow spots. I want to make sure that I'm not stretching it in those shallow spots. I don't want to be able to see through this. I want it to be just pretty even all the way around as I stretch it. So now I look at it, and this is almost exactly the size of my metal. So I go to pull it off again. Now I can toss it a couple more times like this, let it hang down a little bit, stretching and stretching it. Now I want to take the screen and I want to lay it where I got the edge of it right there, and I'm stretching it with my hands and pushing it away from me. It's almost the right size right now. I barely have any stretching to do. Now I'm taking it and I'm going to put these, using my thumb, the flat part, not the tip. I'm going to stretch this out and kind of stick it to that pan where it'll hold, all the while keeping a good crust edge. So now I'm looking down from the top and I don't see any metal, which is good. That means when the pizza shrinks a little bit, it's not going to be too small to sell it as a large. So now it's like that. It's thin. The crust is even. There's no thin spots, as you can see. Now I'm going to sauce it. Sauce it from the center out. This is going to be about 6 ounces of sauce for a large. I think that anywhere from 4, probably 6 ounces is too much. I would say 5 ounces for a large is good. So I'm taking some of it off. Now here comes the cheese that I measured out to 10 ounces for a large. I dump it right in the middle and I push it out. Basically, it shouldn't take you very long. If you dump it right in the middle, you're protecting, keeping it off of the crust. Now you got the cheese on it. Now it's ready to go in the oven. I'm going to top this one. And that's how we do it. Thanks for listening.